Today topic is today topic is GenAI and Agentic AI. Generative AI is the extension of all ML and DL thing which works with LLMs, and GenAI works with prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. GenAI, how the working of GenAI will be prompt, LLM, and it produces the output. Straightforward. Your LLM is the key component in the generative AI. LLM stands for large language models. Large language large language models, that is OpenAI, ChatGPT, Anthropic. Karthik, are you able to follow? Nambi,
Yes, sir, I can follow.
Anthropic. These are there are lot many tools was there. These are the famous tools. GenAI in meaning itself, generative AI. Generative, generative AI. It generates the content. What it does, it generates the content. It generates the content in plain terms. So, if you want example, we will write a prompt that has prompt. Give me poem about rain. It will give you the answer. It will give you the this is the generative AI. If you want to work with generative AI, In this, you can see okay, we will see basics of generative AI. First, we need to install OpenAI. From OpenAI, import OpenAI, client equal to OpenAI, API key, where we need to pass the API key here. API key, I'm pasting the API key here. Then I'm writing a function, define response equal to client dot chart underscore completion. Chart completions dot create model equal to OpenAI model, where we need to initiate GPT for O many messages role, system role, content, your sentiment analyzer, content equal to text, then response equal to response format equal to type JSON object. We want to return it as a JSON object. Temperature is the key field actually. We will discuss whenever it comes to the GenAI part. And return response dot choices message dot content. Now in this we are trying to understand sentiment analysis. Love this product. So result equal to what happened? What is this? This is correct only. This API key is been, there is no funds in this API key. We will see that in the Jira. You can use anything, Jira or OpenAI, anything. I am OpenAI, I don't have this one. Now here we will see output is sentiment is positive. Reason is explicitly love this product. What is the sentiment, Nana? Sentiment is positive. Here the reason you can see, right, it is positive. The reason is the user is explicitly stated that they love the product, indicating the strong positive emotions. Are we clear with this? Hello, guys, are we clear here? Now we will perform some mathematic operations. No, this is the third day actually. You are mathematics expert. You are a mathematics expert. 2 power 5. 2 power 5 is 2 power 5 is what? 32. You can also play with that. Is this number 1729 is a prime or not? Prime number or not? Is the prime number? It was saying that it is giving the reason and everything. It is the question. It is saying that this is not a prime number. And we'll ask whether the whether 5 is a prime number or not. 5 is a indeed prime number. There, yes, 5 is a exactly divided by 5. So 5 means the definition of a prime number. Guys, are you able to follow? Guys, are you able to follow? Nambi, Nagan, Blessy. Hello. Guys, are you there?
Yeah, Suresh. Yeah.
Are you able to follow? Nambi, this is your first class or second class?
Second class only.
Okay, okay. Blessy, Blessy official.
My first class, sir.
Okay. Patan, you are also first class. This is the this is the generative AI base class, generative AI thing. So now what we need to do, we need to, we will go and see some of the generative AI creates the new content, text, images, audio, video, and the code. Sorry. Agentic AI, Agentic AI plans decide to take multiple steps to to accomplish the task. Accomplish the task. If we can wanted to discriminate between these two, Gen AI and Agentic AI, the generative AI is the helper, super creative helper. You ask question, it returns the answer. Answer. Return the answer, which we seen here. In this coding example, here instead of mathematics, you are creative artist. I am asking the question, draft an email which says apologize to the customer on damaged product. Apology of a damaged product. I am writing to express sincere apology damaged product and received from us. You can see that whenever you are writing, you are giving this chart, it is giving you the answer. What you are doing, you are just giving the prompt and it is generating the output for you. This is the generative AI stuff. Now, when it comes to the agentic AI, when it comes to the agentic AI, this is also a same helper. This is also a same helper, but it actually takes the action, but it actually takes an action, takes an action and finish the whole task and finish the whole task itself step by step. What is the added, Nana? Here, step process. Step by step process. That is the agentic AI. We'll go and see this. Generative AI, which refers to the system that typically uses the large language models or a diffusion models that learns the patterns from massive data sets and uses them to create new or original such content and such as text, images, audio, video, or code. You give the prompt, it generates the something new responses. Learns from the data trained on massive text and image and code data sets, creates a new content, original input that did not exist before, powered by deep learning, transformer architecture, and the diffusion model architecture. And probabilistic output. Some prompt yields the different creative result. I will show you that example. Here I am making the temperature 0, right? I make the temperature 1. You remember this. I will copy this. Here is the, let us take, this is the mail, it has been drafted. Now I made the change of the temperature. Temperature I made 1. Now you see, this has been changed. This has been changed. The temperature plays the diversity of producing the probabilistic tokens. How generative AI works: training data, model learns patterns, user give the prompt, and it generate the output. See, in this particular generative AI, right, we require a massive amount of text and image and code data sets, and neural network will be trying to recognize the structures. And whenever we give the prompt, this is the prompt engineering, and it generates the output. Example of the tools: text, chat, images, art, code generation, video generation, audio and music generation. Here also we will perform one more task. You are creative expert, not creative expert, you are a coding expert. Coding expert. And we will ask, write the code for reversing of a string with for loop. Here you see here. All kinds of, it generates the code, it generates the code, and it generates the text, it generates everything. It generates the video generation, audio generation, and designing of assets. Use cases: marketing content and blog post, and software development, design and creative, and the customer support, and research and healthcare, and the education. Okay, here we will ask, here we will ask, write a blog post on Women T20 World Cup, or else FIFA 2026 World Cup on Argentina. Can Argentina bring the trophy? Here it is giving the blog post. Here it has been typing, it has been giving this midfielder, forward player, who is this, everything. It is taking the up to, it is giving the mark. This is giving you the up to date content. So I am writing the blog post, everything. What is agentic AI? This where we will understand, we will focus more on that agentic AI. That system autonomously plans and decides, take the multi-step action towards a goal, using tools, adapting feedback, and operating the limited step-by-step human direction. You give it a goal and it figure out and execute the steps. So agentic AI is that you give a task and it decides that what are the steps needs to be taken. Based on that, it will take an action. Are you following with me, guys? So how this will work? It perceives and it plans and it acts and it reflects, and it will be in a continuous loop. The agentic AI will be in a like a continuous loop. It gathers the context, read the files, screens, data, messages, and planning. In the planning, break the goal into the minimum order of sequence of steps, order of sequence of the steps, and acting execute the steps using the tools, API or code executions, and reflects, checks the outcome and adjusts the next steps. Sorry. Example of the tools: coding agent, browser, computer agent, research agent, multi-agent framework, customer support, customer service agents, workflows and RPA agents. Software engineering, IT operation, customer support, research and analysis, personal productivity, scheduling, inbox trace, travel booking, invoice processing, enterprise workflow, invoice processing, and supply chain tasks. Types of AI models. Types of generative AI models: large language models, diffusion model, generative adversarial network models, and variational autoencoders. The large language models will generate and reason the text by predicting the next token. That is powered by chatbots, writing and code and tools. Diffusion models is the another framework in the deep learning approach where we start with the noise, refine the steps, and it produces the audio and video clips, audio and video and images. The diffusion models, we will gonna cover the diffusion models and the generative adversarial networks. Two network compares, one network is generates, one is critics, and sharpening the releasing over the time. Benefits of generative AI. Why organizations are adopting generative AI? Speed and scale. Produces the content in seconds, not in days. Creative augmentation. Expand the ideation, creating creative possibilities, and democratization of creation and cost efficiency and the personalization at scale, rapid integration. Limitations: there are the limitations that it produces the some hallucination content. It generates the possible plausible but false information also will be possible in the generative AI. Bias in the output: reflect the bias in the training data, and regulatory uncertainty, evolving the legal compliance and data and IP concerns. Training data and copyright questions remain unresolved. Lack of true understanding, pattern matching, and genuine comprehension. Guys, are you following? Type 1 in the chat window. Core architecture in the agentic AI: reasoning, memory, tools and API, planner and orchestrator. We have the single agent and multi-agent steps. One model handles the full task end to end, and multi-agent is specialized agents collaborate, each owning part of the task. End-to-end completions handles the complexity. It does the self-correction, 24 into 7 operations, tool integrations of agentic AI. Risk: compounding of errors, limited oversight, accountability gaps, security and risk access, unpredictable behavior. Sometimes, right, it takes the different path and it behaves differently. Better together, generative AI, agentic AI that can do the system that can think and do. So we need to use both the combinations so that system will be more robust. Research agent, coding agent, and support agent. Goal: generative AI create the new content, achieve the multi-step objective, and generate the response in the prompt, plan and decide, act continuously, text, image, audio, video, code, completed task and real-world actions. Autonomy: single turn, human in the loop, multi-turn, operate with limited oversights. Write a blog post, a generative AI research and draft and publish a blog post. That is agentic AI. Here we will see the here we are going to create multi agents. Because I don't have the OpenAI key. Now we install pip install Jira. We are running the application. Okay, Jira API key, which I am going to provide the Jira key. Create linear regression model. I'm asking the coding agent. I'm a regression model for house price prediction, house price prediction using scikit-learn. Generate the solution. I changed the model. I need to see the Jira models. Unable to initialize the model did not match the support provider. Gemini, Patan, I will show you the demo once it is done tomorrow. Does this make sense? Yes. We'll end up the session.
Hello,
Hello?
am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I want to know that for this, what should I learn for basic concept I have to clear then?
I will teach you from the basics. You don't need to worry about things. You just join the course. I will teach
Okay,
you from the basics and Python and everything. We will
okay,
go to the advanced level.
okay. In how much duration it will complete, sir?
4 months.
4 months. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.